If you've spent any time in digital marketing or agency circles, you've definitely heard the name GoHighLevel or GHL. And you've probably heard people either singing its praises or, well, screaming in frustration. It's one of those platforms that promises the world. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise and figure out what's really going on with it. This one comment from a user on Reddit just nails it. It perfectly captures the split personality of GoHighLevel. On one hand, it's this amazing all-in-one tool for your sales and marketing. But on the other, there's this huge warning sign, know where it stops. It's like walking a tightrope. And we're going to explore both sides. So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at that incredible all-in-one promise that gets everyone so excited. Then we'll dive into the heart of the platform, its automation engine. After that, we'll get into the big debate, power versus complexity. We'll even check out its pretty unique business model that lets you build your own software company. And finally, we'll get to the verdict. Is GHL actually right for you? All right, let's start with a big, bold claim that GoHighLevel is built on. The idea here isn't just to give you another tool for your collection. It's to let you throw the entire toolbox out and just use this one thing. I mean, think about the scope of that. We're talking about getting rid of your CRM, whatever you're using for email marketing like MailChimp, your phone system, and your funnel builder like ClickFunnels, and rolling them all into one single subscription. The whole point is to make things simpler and, let's be honest, way cheaper. And this is exactly why people get so interested. This quote from an agency owner just says it all, right? Your software subscriptions can stack up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month. So the idea of one platform that does the job of 5 or 6 others, that's a really, really powerful pitch to your wallet. So how does GoHighLevel actually do all this stuff? Well, the magic, and sometimes the madness, all happens in one place, the automation engine. And it's all powered by something they call workflows. This is really the beating heart of the whole system. Let's break that down real simple. A workflow is basically just a recipe. It starts with a trigger. That's the thing that kicks it all off. So maybe a new lead fills out a contact form on your website. That's your trigger. From there, you just tell the system what to do next, step by step. So for example, the moment that form gets submitted, boom, action 1 could be to send an instant text message to that person. Then you can add a little pause, a wait step. Let's say wait for an hour. After that 60 minutes is up, the next action kicks in. It automatically sends a welcome email. See? This is how you can put your follow-up on autopilot. But, and this is a huge but, while the idea is pretty simple, making it happen can be a whole other story. This quote from a longtime GHL user really hits home. Because the workflow builder is so powerful and flexible, it comes with a seriously steep learning curve. This is not a simple plug-and-play kind of deal. And that leads us right into the main struggle with the GoHighLevel experience. The platform's biggest strength, that it can do almost anything, is also the thing that causes the most headaches for its users. So on one side, you've got the glossy promise. One platform to rule them all, super powerful, you can customize everything. But then you start digging into what actual users are saying in forums, and you see a different story. People talk constantly about bugs, a clunky interface, and help documents that feel like they haven't been updated in years, which is a big problem for a tool that changes so fast. And that frustration, well, it can get pretty intense. This user's analogy is just fantastic. It's funny, but it's also so painfully clear. It perfectly captures that feeling of trying to fix little things while you feel like the whole ship is going down. This comparison is maybe the best way to get what GHL is all about. It's not trying to be like Trello, a simple tool that does one thing really well right out of the box. Nope. It's trying to be like Notion, this giant blank canvas that could do literally anything you can imagine, but only if you're willing to put in the hours to learn it and build everything yourself. Okay, so this brings us to one of the most unique parts of GoHighLevel, something that's way more than just a marketing tool. It's this wild ability for agencies to basically turn into their own little software companies. It's a feature called white labeling. And what that means is you can take the entire GoHighLevel platform, get rid of all their logos, slap your own brand on it, use your own website domain, and then sell it to your clients like it's your own custom-built software. It's literally a software as a service business in a box. And for agencies, this opens up a huge opportunity for recurring revenue. They can charge their clients pretty much whatever they want for access. A lot of them charge something like $497 a month. So instead of just getting paid once for a project, they build this stable monthly income. But, and you knew there was a but coming, there's a massive trade-off. When you white label the software, you are the software company. So when your client has a problem or finds a bug, they don't call high-level support team. They call you. You're on the hook for everything. And speaking of costs, you really have to understand their pricing. The monthly fee you see advertised, that's not the whole story. One user had a great way of explaining it. Your monthly plan is like buying the car, but all the usage fees, for every single email, every text message, every phone call, that's the gas. Your final bill completely depends on how much you use it. Okay, so we've looked at the promise, the engine, the good, the bad, and the business model. Now it's time to put it all together. Let's figure out if this powerful, complicated beast is actually the right tool for you and your business. Let's just lay it all out, plain and simple. The pros, they're huge. You get an all-in-one platform that cuts down your other software costs, it's got incredibly powerful automations, and that white label model is a real game changer for agencies. But the cons are just as serious. A very steep learning curve, tons of user complaints about bugs, and real issues with support and outdated help guides. So, here's the bottom line. Go High Level is not for the faint of heart. It's not for someone who just wants a simple tool that works. It's for the power user. It's for the agency owner who cares more about having everything deeply connected in one place than they do about simplicity. And, crucially, who is willing to invest the time to really master a complex system. And that really leaves us with this final question, one that comes up all the time in user debates. Is that all-in-one dream really worth all the complexity and the trade-offs? Or when a platform tries to do everything, does it just end up being kind of mediocre at all of it? The answer, it seems, really depends on what you're willing to build yourself.